I just recently saw Rhodium. It's like, I haven't checked out Rhodium for a long time. Looks like we've got a base forming right there, sort of below-ish, around about your trading range of sort of 370 to this $470 range. We had a move back up here back in May of 2024. It was a failed move, so oftentimes from a failed move is a fast move to the downside, although we found support here. And then what I noticed was the potential there, bullish divergence, where we were at least seeing a flattening out of the price, kind of like you want to do that roughly, but then we were seeing a rise in the relative strength index. Again, may not have been backed up by something like the on balance volume, but then we've just had this breakout here again. So tell me what you potentially see, and if you want to share your screen, share your screen.
Yeah, can you put it back to me and I'll show. I love when I see charts. I'm like, I've seen this chart before.
Right.
So Rhodium very much looks exactly like Sol to me.
Oh my God!
So can you see the chart on the right?
That's hilarious.
Rhodium.
Wow.
So you have your massive move. Okay, this went from $60 up to 2,500. Yes. You can see those phases I keep talking about: accumulation, public, excess.
Yep.
What do you then do? Correct the whole move.
That's it.
Same thing. Accumulation, public, excess.
Yep.
All right. So if we now zoom in on the Sol, and exactly what you just said, whenever you have these really massive parabolic moves, you have to go to the log to capture the whole move. So I'm going to go to do that. You come down the bottom right-hand corner here, left click there.
Yep.
You're on regular, change it to log.
Yep.
And what that does is put everything in perspective. And from there, you can see you've had this move from $1 up to $265. You get your fib retracement, go from there. And I'm always looking again for those buys in the zag zone. And that's here. And you can see Sol came off the 618 here. Once we bounce up out of that 382, the 31, that is where we're looking for the bottom to form. Okay, and I'm just going to exit. I've gone back on replay here. Okay, so can you see how, again, that became resistance, and once we broke out is when it took off?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's do this same thing we've done here with Sol over here, because it's the same chart doing the same thing. So now I'm going to get rid of that.
That's fascinating.
And now here we're going to same thing, change it to log. Okay. From here, fib retracement, click here, bring it up.
Oh, that's mental.
Where have we found support?
Look at that.
And where are we finding resistance right now?
Right at the point, the top end there,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So you can see the 615 is your resistance.
Yes.
So what you're looking for is it to break up out of there. Once it does that, then yes, I would call a bottom, because you've come into the zag. See, it seems crazy. It looked like it had corrected the whole move, didn't it? But it hasn't.
That's right.
Look at what it had. It's A, B, C, fib 500, looking to go up. So yeah, once we can get above that 615, 620 zone and hold above there, then yeah, Rhodium's looking quite nice.
Well, excellent. Thank you for that. That's awesome. And once again, for stackers, don't buy physical Rhodium. Again, I've been a stacker of precious metals for a long time. I worked in the bullion industry over 3 major bullion dealers. We sold Rhodium. Rhodium went through a big bullish phase. I don't remember the year, but I was working in the industry and serving customers and whatnot. And then they'd buy we were selling physical Rhodium at one point. GST, premiums are huge. And then they'd come back to sell their Rhodium. It's like, we're going to give you 50% of spot price for that, which is mental. Like, that's really bad. So I would highly suggest if Rhodium, then probably something like that tracker.